大家好，欢迎收看《中国游艇人》节目。那么这一期呢，我们很高兴邀请到了来自孟加拉国的 Mr. Murshed 先生。那 Mr. Murshed 先生呢，是孟加拉国的一个游艇厂的一个老板。他刚好这两天来参观我们的到中国旅行，顺便来参观我们公司。那我们已经跟他合作了大概有2到3年的历史了。那刚好我们最近也在录制《中国游艇人》这个节目，所以我今天也是突发奇想，也是想请来自东南亚孟加拉国的Mr. Murshed 先生，他作为一个游艇建造人，也跟我们来分享一下他的一些经验一些想法。好，那么首先我们用掌声欢迎 Mr. Murshed 加入我们的演播厅参加我们这组节目。Thank you for joining our show。那么接下来呢，我就准备了一些问题，我待会会逐步问他。那么因为他只会讲英文，不会讲中文，所以后期我们会把它放成中文字幕，对吧？那么听众们听到了以后呢，如果有什么疑问需要我们去问的，也可以发到这个直播间或者发短信给我们，我们到时候也会问他，也会给你们联系。那么 Mr. Murshed 现在呢，在中国呢也想找一些中国的合作伙伴。比如他现在也是有一些政府的船，他想找一些大概一些好的船的工作艇的设计。或者大家有这些资源的人，有这个想法的人，我们也可以安排你跟 Mr. Murshed 进行对接。OK， 那我们现在开始OK，Thank you for joining our show, Mr. Murshed. Okay, so I have a few questions to ask you. So just feel free to tell us your ideas, okay?
Thank you, James.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me and giving me this opportunity to talk about me and my views on the boating industry.
Okay.
I am from Bangladesh. My name is Murshed Salam. I build fiberglass boats. And now what you call me a small boat builder. But boating's been a hobby ever since I was young. And I build boats ranging from 14 feet up to 45 feet. Mostly pleasure crafts, but also a fishing vessel. And the boating industry in my country is in its early stage, perhaps what China was 20, 30 years ago.
Oh, okay.
The big boats we build in our country, the cargo vessels, they're quite advanced.
Okay.
But the pleasure craft, the fiberglass industry boat, still in very early stages.
I see.
I've come here to China to source spare parts, but mostly to learn from people like you.
Okay, good. So, do you know how many yacht builders in Bangladesh?
Unfortunately, I don't know the numbers because there's so many small ones here and there, but just a handful.
Okay.
Our marine infrastructure is almost non-existent so far. And I'm hoping that with the help from China, we will advance quite quick and far.
Okay, so Mr. Murshed, I think you have, we started to work, I think it's about starting from 2021. Yeah?
And before, we met earlier, before the pandemic,
okay.
right? Yeah.
So
we continued.
Okay, so I think you already buying from the Chinese suppliers.
Yeah.
So what is your, in the past few years, I think you have been visiting a lot of places in China, dealing with different people in China. So what is your impression of China and its people and more specifically your suppliers?
So far, I found the Chinese Chinese people very helpful. And for someone like me, small boat builders, it's difficult to go to very big suppliers because my orders are very small. But I'm very glad to meet someone like you who provides me with a one-stop place to get all my parts. And you seem to know my requirements, and so far I'm very happy to deal with you, and delighted the way you treat me, and it's made my life a lot easier.
Okay, thank you for that. I think this you are a guest, so as a host, this is the I think this is the way this is everybody will do as a host. So
I'm very grateful to the Chinese people, the Chinese culture.
So currently, you as you mentioned just now, you are very happy with what you got, the people you have met, the products you have received, and I think you are very satisfied.
Yes, indeed. Above all, every trip I learn something new.
Okay.
And my business transactions are getting easier, simplified for companies like you.
Okay. So I think in the other day, I think you do have some obstacles in doing business in China, such as language.
Language is the number one problem.
And also, right now, everybody in China is using APP, something like Uber, and they don't have an English version.
That's true.
So could you share some? It's not about a bad. I think share something. The difficulty you're having in traveling in China, doing business in China.
I think the only problem that I see is the language barrier.
Okay, language.
Because technology has no language, really.
Okay.
But if your apps could be translated into English, it'd be easier for me to get around.
Okay.
Now I am very dependent on every step I take. If I make a move on my own, it's almost like a nightmare. But if I'm chaperoned, then it's smooth as silk.
So I think you have been in other countries like China, like maybe Malaysia and maybe Thailand, right? Because right now the boat building, because of the China relationship and the Western world, more and more factories are moving, including boat builders are moving their factory from China to Southeast Asia. You have been living in Bangladesh. So how do you compare the advantage and the disadvantage of building yachts in Southeast Asia, like your country, and in China?
Very good point you made, James. Bangladesh welcomes foreign investment, foreign investors, and protects and guarantees their investment. And the labor cost is way cheaper than anywhere else in the world.
So how much you are paying for the work right now per hour? Roughly.
I would say, a third of what is being paid in China, really.
Oh, wow, only about something like 30%.
And really, and you can negotiate even more if you like.
I think, as I mentioned to you, the American government is putting more tariff on things on boats built in China. So some of the boat builders in China, I know, we're dealing with most of the boat builders in China. And we do know that some of them are seeking opportunities to build boats in Southeast Asia. So now you are coming, and I know you are also welcoming this kind of opportunity. So in the future, we know somebody is interested in working with you, building boats in your country, I'm happy to put them in contact with you. Is that okay?
I welcome investors and boat builders to my country. I'd be very happy to partner with them or assist them in any other way. I would like to reciprocate the kindness and the support that you have shown towards me. And China really has no comparison with other world. It's the number one supplier to the world. You have the best products at the best price. But in order to enter other markets, come and do it via Bangladesh. Because we have trade deficits with other countries, like big markets like America and Europe.
see.
be easy for you to enter those markets via Bangladesh.
Okay, I see. So, tell me the purpose of your visit. You know, in the past few days, you visited a few tooling manufacturers and some suppliers. So, what is your main
Yes.
what is the main purpose of this trip?
With regards to fiberglass boat building,
Okay.
we don't have mold making technology in Bangladesh. The
Okay.
tooling knowledge is almost zero, non-existent. So I came here this time with the hope of first learning how this industry works,
Okay.
and I would like to order some molds for myself,
Okay.
and together, if anybody's interested to invest with me or jointly, work with me, I welcome that, because there's good opportunity in my country to supply fiberglass boats,
Right.
especially to the armed services, the government. They're buying in large quantities.
Okay, so I think because in our previous conversation, you are looking for a very nice design of 11.8 meter workboat, speedboat, right?
Patrol boats mostly,
Petrol
right.
boats. So
10 to 12 meters,
10
ideal
to 12
size.
petrol boat design.
Right.
So you're looking for partners who have tooling or design
For these boats,
for
this
these
kind of
boats.
boat, right.
Okay, so I hope anybody in the audience who know this, and maybe some of them have the similar design, and they can approach you for
Yes.
any possible cooperation.
I would ask them, request them to contact Genuine Marine, so I can be easily
Okay.
contacted.
Okay, so if any potential investor or boat builder who are interested in working with you on this petrol boat design for Bangladesh market, I will definitely put them in contact with you.
Thank you very
so
much.
you guys can have a further discussion.
Thank
Okay?
you very much.
So
It's a great business opportunity there.
okay, yeah, I think so. I think also many boat builders in China are also looking for business partners like you in Southeast Asia, so that they can expand the mutual business together.
I welcome them.
Okay, good. 现在呢，如果说刚才也讲了，这个 Mr. Murshed 先生呢，也一方面他这一次来中国的目的，主要是找一些模具制造商。那么这两天呢，我们也带他去参观了一些。那么他也在找一些合作伙伴，他想共同开发一些1.8米的这个海关及巡逻船。那么观众中如果有哪家有这种类似的这种设计这种资源，可以联系给我们，到时候我们可以跟你就是帮你们联系这个 Mr. Murshed. Okay, so Mr. Murshed, I think that's basically what we want to do in this show. So thank you for joining the show.
Thank you.
Hopefully in the near future we can meet again in our show. Then we can exchange more ideas. So maybe in the future I can invite the Chinese boat builders here. So as colleagues, you can share with your mutual opinion, share the information, and together, working together, we can really build a good boat. So thank you for joining the show.
Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Yeah.
I wish you all the best.
Okay.
I wish the audience all the best, and a very happy new Chinese Year of the Snake.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
let's wait. Yeah. Okay.